6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Security forces have killed 21 terrorists involved in heinous terror attacks against innocent civilians in different parts of Balochistan. Terrorists have killed 23 travelers in Musa Khail area of Balochistan after offloading them from buses and trucks. President and the Prime Minister, condemning the Musa Khail incident, have reiterated nation's resolve to keep up fighting terrorism. Defense Minister says Pakistan-China relations are focused on welfare of people and both countries enjoy identical views on regional and global issues. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, civil society activists have condemned the Modi-led regime's attempts to alter the demography of the territory. Gulf Cooperation Council has called for urgent international action against Israel over ongoing aggression in Gaza. Pakistan A beat Bangladesh A by 8 wickets in first one-day international in Islamabad today. And now the news in detail. Security forces have killed 21 terrorists involved in numerous heinous attacks against innocent civilians and security personnel in Balochistan. According to ISPR, on behest of inimical and hostile forces, terrorists attempted to conduct numerous heinous activities in Balochistan since last night. These cowardly acts of terrorism were aimed at disrupting the peaceful environment and development of Balochistan by targeting innocent civilians, especially in Musa Khail, Kalat and Laspila districts. Resultantly, numerous innocent civilians embraced shahadat. In Musa Khail district, terrorists stopped a bus in Rarasham area and targeted innocent citizens working in Balochistan to earn their livelihood. Security forces and law enforcement agencies immediately responded to ensure protection of civilians. However, during the conduct of operations, 14 security forces personnel, having fought gallantly, made the ultimate sacrifice and embraced shahadat. Terrorists killed 23 travelers in Musa Khail area of Balochistan after offloading them from trucks and buses today. SP Musa Khail Ayub Achakzai said armed terrorists intercepted the vehicles on the inter-provincial highway and forced some passengers offloaded in the Rarasham area of the district. He said the terrorists also set 10 vehicles on fire. He said that police and levies arrived at the scene and transferred the bodies to the hospital. The authorities have begun further investigation into the incident. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have strongly condemned terrorist attack targeting passenger buses in Musa Khail area of Balochistan. They expressed their deep grief over the loss of precious lives in the attack and called for taking the perpetrators to task. The president in his statement said the killing of innocent people is tantamount to killing the entire mankind. He said the terrorists are enemies of the country, nation and humanity. The president reiterated the nation's resolve to keep up fighting terrorism. The Prime Minister in his statement directed the law enforcement agencies to carry out an immediate probe into the incident. He also instructed the authorities to cooperate with the victims' families and extend urgent medical care to the injured. Commander of China's People's Liberation Army Ground Forces, General Li Quming, called on Minister for Defense Khaja Muhammad Asif in Islamabad today. The Defense Minister on his occasion said decades-long Pakistan-China relations are focused on welfare of people of the two countries. He said Pakistan deeply appreciates China's diplomatic and material support in fighting against terrorism at regional and international fora. Speaking on the occasion, the Chinese general commended Pakistan's efforts in fostering regional peace and stability as well as Pakistan Armed Forces' role in combating terrorism. Commander of China's People's Liberation Army Ground Forces, General Li Quming, called on Chief of Army Staff General Syed Asim Munir in Rawalpindi today. The matters of mutual interest, regional security, military training, and measures to further augment bilateral defense cooperation came under discussion during the meeting. General Syed Asim Munir underscored robust relations between Pakistan Army and the People's Liberation Army, highlighting the ongoing bilateral military cooperation as a testament to the enduring brotherhood between the two nations. Minister for Power Sardar Awais Ahmad Khan Laghari has said that the government is working on reforms in power sector to address all issues and reduce electricity prices. Talking to media in Multan today, he said electricity prices will be reduced significantly in a year's time. He said that steps are being taken to curb electricity theft and improve distribution system. National Vocational and Technical Training Commission has signed a joint venture agreement with the National University of Sciences and Technology to harness the potential of the youth for economic growth. Speaking at the signing ceremony in Islamabad today, Minister for Federal Education Khalid Maqbool Siddiqui emphasized the importance of technological training in unlocking the potential of Pakistan's youth. This is Radio Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, civil society activists have condemned the Modi-led Indian government's attempts to alter the demography of the territory. Hundreds of thousands of non-locals have received domicile certificates since August 5, 2019, threatening Muslim majority status of the territory. Activists term it a covert plan to strip Kashmiris of their identity and advance settler colonialism. Meanwhile, Modi government has decided to retain 350 additional paramilitary companies deployed in the territory for Amarnath Yatra. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has denounced the Indian authorities' crackdown on freedom of speech. In a statement, APHC spokesman said, "Anyone who speaks against Indian atrocities or advocates for a peaceful resolution to the Kashmir dispute is being jailed." Gulf Cooperation Council has called for urgent international action against Israeli occupation of Palestine and the ongoing aggression in Gaza. Speaking at the Alpbach Forum 2024 in Austria, GCC Secretary General Jassim Mohammed Al-Badawi urged the world leaders to confront Israeli occupation and support the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, including patients at Al-Aqsa Marroz Hospital, have started fleeing central Gaza following Israel's latest evacuation orders. The Al-Aqsa Marroz Hospital is the last functioning medical facility in Gaza. Meanwhile, 7 more Palestinians were martyred in latest Israeli barbaric military strikes on schools and other facilities in Gaza today. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in the Israeli aggression on Gaza since October 7 last year has risen to 40,400. In Bangladesh, about 6 million people have been displaced due to floods in different parts of the country, while death toll has reached 23. According to country's National Disaster Response Coordination Center, floods also caused widespread damage to crops, roads, and highways across the country. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says the government is taking practical steps to promote all sports, including squash in the country. Talking to renowned squash player and world champion Jamshed Khan in Islamabad today, the Prime Minister said it is among the priorities of the government to provide the best sports facilities to the youth. He lauded Jamshed Khan for winning World Cup and British Open for many times. The Prime Minister said Jamshed Khan's services for promoting squash are valuable. The Prime Minister directed the concerned authorities to take all possible measures regarding the treatment of the national player. Pakistan A beat Bangladesh A by 8 wickets in the first one-day international of 3-match series at Islamabad today. Batting first, Bangladesh A were all out at 183. In reply, Pakistan A chased the target in 27.5 overs for the loss of 2 wickets. And finally, the weather. Rain, windstorm, thunderstorm, however, is expected in Sindh, northeastern and South Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Pothohar region, Islamabad, Kashmir, and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. However, heavy to very heavy falls with gusty winds and windstorm are also likely at scattered places during the period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.